Well, hello and welcome to Duchess After Dark. I am Duchess, if you didn't know, and we are on episode 15. Who would have thought a few months ago I'd be at episode 15? And yet here I am. So first of all, I guess I'd like to start off by saying thank you for listening. And I would love for you to follow me on Spotify or any podcast catcher that you have. Just look for Duchess After Dark and subscribe. And then this way you'll be updated. I usually post about once a week, so you'll never miss an episode that way. And you can also follow me on some socials. You can follow me on X. At Duchess NJ. And I just fired up the old Tickety Talk, which I haven't put anything on it yet. Trying to think what I want to do for that. But yeah, you can follow me. It's Duchess _of_ NJ. And it'll have a little Duchess profile pic. You should be able to pick it out. I'll tell you what, it matches my ex profile pic, so that's the way you'll know it's the right one. But anyway, thanks for popping on over and listening. I always start off by saying, what a week, what a crazy week, and it hasn't even finished yet. Lots of things going on professionally, personally. Not everything I'm going to get into personally, just some stressful things happening, but I'm working my way through them, and we should be okay. And then professionally, just dealing with work and some folks there that are just that. I'm sure if you have been in a workplace with difficult coworkers, you can relate. And that's really all I'm going to say about that, because I don't need to be busted. I don't need to lose my job. I just need to complain about it. I'm not confident enough to just go F you and leave. I do like living in a house with, a roof and meals and, being able to sit down and have a glass of wine and relax, inside a home. So I'm not really loath to shake up that lifestyle right now. But it was definitely fun. I think the last time I updated, I'd just gotten back from vacation. So I was trying to get into the work mode. And I kind of hit the ground running, and it's been nonstop ever since. And then just with the way I've been watching the news and social media and all that fun stuff, there's just so much weird shit going on in the world today. And sometimes I just look out there and I'm like, what the fuck is happening here? What is actually going on? And I just want to stay in the house. And I'm like, you know what? If I just close the door and don't turn on the television and just listen to music, I'll be fine, right? It'll be fine. Things are fine. I'm just having a moment, as we all do, right? The one thing that caught my attention, and I don't know how I stumbled through this, and I've heard people talk about it, and I've seen some live streams, and of course, now that I'm back on the Tickety Talk, it is definitely addicting. The reason I just disconnected myself from TikTok was because it is such a time suck. I'm already involved in X. I'm already on Instagram. I'm already on Facebook. I'm at, Discord, and then just other, Signal. There's no way I'm not connected to something at all times. And TikTok didn't help. I think that was when I first really started enjoying the fuck out of social media. And of course that was convenient to COVID. Because what the fuck else was there to do? Just stay home, 6 feet apart, but we're not going into that. That's a whole nother podcast. That's a whole nother episode. And I'm just not, I have no energy for that right now. Just none whatsoever. But one thing, and I do love listening to podcasts. I have quite a few that I follow. And one thing that always makes me stop and listen is the voice, the host's voice. I love a pleasant, soothing voice. And if it doesn't annoy me, I don't hear a vocal fry. I don't hear issues. I'll tune in and listen. And I enjoy that. I like to feel comfortable with my podcasts. And if there's a good speaking voice, I'm comfortable with it. Of course, topics always help. But one thing I've stumbled across, and it's not new, it's just I don't pay attention to it until recently. And I heard a podcast last night that referenced it. So it went to the top of my list to discuss while I was still thinking about it, is ASMR. And I don't get it. Like, I don't get the whispery weirdness on that. I like to hear people talk. I like to hear their voice. I want to hear what they've got to say. What I don't like is the hi, and then they like rub the mic. How are you? Like, I don't get that. Apparently there's a lot of people who enjoy it. Thousands and thousands. I've looked up on YouTube. There's channels dedicated to ASMR. And then the things that annoy me are I'm gonna shit on all the women who participate in this, that open things up, and I just hear that constant like the nails clicking and the crinkling of the package, and I'm like, oh my God, just fucking open it. I don't need all the goddamn noise. And I don't know how that's appealing to people. Like, everything, they open a can of soda, it's like they tinkle their fingernails on it. Like, stop. Let me hear what you have to say, not be pissed off before you even fucking start. So I can't abide that. It's just annoying. I click it off immediately. I don't understand. I don't know how that's pleasant to people. And there's people who totally dig it. Like, it's their, it's a trigger for them. And again, I understand when someone's speaking pleasantly and you appreciate the voice. I get compliments, and which I do greatly appreciate. I have the ability to modulate and adjust my voice as needed. And I like doing that. In fact, the first few episodes, I was very, hi, this is Duchess. And now I look back, I'm like, I was so silly. Why did I put that on? Because you are putting that on. That's not your normal, for most people, that's not their normal way of speaking. But who is into ASMR? If anybody listening digs that, please leave me a comment somewhere. You can leave it in Spotify. You can leave it on my X feed, or message me. I would love to know how that catches you. I guess, I looked around, and it's like some people say it's relaxing. They get like a tingling sensation. It reduces your stress and anxiety and all that. But I'm curious. It makes me anxious to hear people like clicking their nails and don't even get me started on like the weird chewing things. That's disgusting. And I think that's just a whole nother thing. But the paper, the brushing, the tapping on things, like it's a constant. It makes me anxious. Actually, it's the most opposite reaction, and it's so funny because for some people it is like a white noise or a meditation, and then oh, I love that, it's so relaxing, and it literally can be another person's like, oh my God, stop tapping that spoon, and I think I'm that person. Like, stop fucking doing that. That makes me crazy. So, there's cooking, there's like weird role play, like all kinds of shit goes into this ASMR. And of course, once you start looking at it, and I'm pretty sure now it's going to show up in my feed. Thank you, iPhone, for listening to me. I'm going to get ASMR videos forever. It just doesn't catch me. And the weird food thing, like the listening to people like slurp their food. I really wish I'd gotten ahead of this curve at COVID time, because all we did was really sit around and just eat, and I'm like, well, fuck, if I would have gotten paid a lot of money via clicks to just sit and slurp ice cream and crunching potato chips, well, shit, I missed my fucking opportunity. That whole mukbang sort of thing. And I don't, right? Is that just watching people just shove food in their mouth? And then I don't know. I think that's watching them eat it while they talk. And then there's the other one where it's just, we just get to watch them eat and listen to it. And I don't even like listening to people who chew with their mouth open. Oh my God. So to just the slurping and the ugh. Stop it, people. Please just come up with other content. There was one youngish guy who, as I was going through these, like looking up things, there's a young guy who has a pleasant, dare I say, somewhat sexy sounding voice. And then I'm watching him because he goes live. So I'm watching him do his ASMR. And he's like, cupping the microphone, and he has like 2 mics set up. So he switches back and forth and like rubs the other mic. It's very, I don't know, I'm sure it's very sexual. And I'm sure all the young ladies that are watching it are getting all bonered up and love it. But I watch it for a little bit and I'm like, I don't know, it's kind of I feel like it's creepy. Is it me? Maybe it's me. I don't get it. Maybe I just need to readjust and start doing some more ASMR sounds. I mean, is that a thing? Do anybody want to hear that from me? I don't think so. I can yell at you. If you want to pay me to yell at you, I would be more comfortable yelling at someone than trying to talk sexy and rub at a microphone or making crinkly sounds. Who wants that? But I'm like, pick up your shit, mow the fucking yard. I don't know. If anybody's got ideas, let me know. But you have to sign them. I need to know who that's from. I just don't see it. But, not to yuck anybody's yum. If that's your yum, that's awesome for you. Not a yum for me. I mean, is nice, sexy talk a yum? Hells yeah. But like when someone comes up and does that, hey, let me talk into your ear really softly. No, don't do that. You're like, I would feel the breath on my ear and it'd be like, get away. Not my thing. So if it's your thing, let me know. I would love to hear a little bit about that. And why is it your thing? Because, I mean, does it reduce your stress? Are you calmer when you hear it? Or are you just like, yeah, I really like that. And it floats your boat. Hey, good for you, man. I'm delighted it floats your boat. I can't get away from that fast enough. I'm at the point now I just don't. No. So yeah, not my cup of tea, but hey, I guess you do you, boo. And I heard somebody do it last night, and it was a young guy, and it was so weird. It was just, I don't think he was prepared to do it on the spot. So when it made me laugh more than anything else. And I felt bad because the poor guy's like, maybe he's trying to do this for a few bucks. But again, I'm behind the 8 ball on making money on everything. I keep getting told to do OnlyFans. And first of all, no, absolutely not, because yuck. And second of all, oh my God, there's a million girls on OnlyFans. How are you even discovered at this point on OnlyFans? How is anyone discovered on OnlyFans? You have to get real popular real fast. And I know what you have to do to get real popular real fast. I'm not doing that. No one needs that. No one whatsoever needs that. So yeah, that's all my concern was and questions was just that whole ASMR thing. But I don't know. I just don't see it. And I had read another article that caught my eye. And it's about etiquette. And I'm pretty up on my etiquette. I understand how to be polite to people. I was taught manners. I taught my children manners. I appreciate it when people are polite. I'll say respectful, but I'm not looking for ma'am. I hate getting called ma'am. I just feel like I'm real old when people call me ma'am. It depresses me. But this article says it was an interview with an etiquette expert. And the topic of this is congratulating a couple on their engagement is rude. And here's what to say instead. And I don't know. I always thought that when two people are celebrating something together, such as a big event, they've gotten engaged, I would think a congratulations is in order. Wonderful news. Someone's happy. They're enjoying the thought of a future together. And why wouldn't you congratulate them? And the etiquette expert says that congratulating lovebirds on the momentous occasion is actually a faux pas. And she explains that it makes engagement feel like a necessary life achievement rather than an act of true love. What? Her quote is, saying congratulations can imply that the engagement is an achievement. Well, yes, isn't it? You've achieved the next level. That, like in any relationship, you have moved on. You have progressed from dating, serious dating, commitment. Now you're engaged. That's a step away from usually marriage, further commitments. And wouldn't achieving the next level be an advancement and be an achievement? No, I would think so. And the explanation would be as if one partner won the other one rather than a mutual decision to build a life together. So basically saying, like, if you say congratulations, kind of like the man has conquered, he has won the woman or his partner. Oh God, I'll even just say partner because Lord only knows. Rather than it was a mutual decision to build a life together. I know two young women who have recently got engaged, and it was a discussion. It wasn't just sprung on them. They knew it was coming. They may not have known when, but engagement, it wasn't just sprung on them. There was long discussions and commitment that led up to that. So maybe that's what couples do now. And I don't get that. That's a leap. That's a big stretch in my imagination. And I guess as an old, I don't see it that way. It is a congratulation. They're literally progressing to the next level in their life. I don't know how congratulations isn't something to say. And this woman also implies that when you say congratulations, that it's a shock. The bride has found love and the partner is some sort of prize for the other. Really? Like, are you really digging that deep into it? You couldn't just say, like, congratulations, I'm happy for you. But I guess you can say, I'm happy for you. And that's it. I don't get it. I don't know how you would. It reads so much into that word. And I'm like, that's not what I said or meant. Another expert explains that congratulating the bride could be perceived again as being surprised she has found love. Like, congratulations, you're such a pig. We're shocked someone wants to marry you. Or, if you said congratulations, that's what it would mean. No. Suggesting that someone's lucky to have secured the other, then it feels transactional. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding? I mean, I guess technically, if you want to boil it down, it's a deal. You're making a deal. There's a proposal. There's a consideration of the offer. It is acceptance, and it's sealed with the piece of jewelry. So really, a congratulations is in order because you have sealed the deal, so to speak. Correct? They're also saying that marriage is not a task accomplished, but rather a commitment to love. Yes, congratulations on making the commitment. A lot of people don't. Again, not understanding how a congratulations is offensive in any way. And they say achievements such as I'd say achievements are typically efforts that require skill or accomplishment, like a career milestone or completing a personal goal. And even though getting married is significant, it doesn't qualify as an achievement. But I kind of see it as an achievement. It's a partnership. You're sealing the deal on your partnership. When you buy a house, you seal the deal. You sign the contract. Congratulations. When you propose to somebody, you've sealed the deal, at least until the wedding. Congratulations. So what they're suggesting is you say best wishes instead. How bland is best wishes? I sign my emails at work best. I don't even write best wishes. I write something out, thank you, blah, 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 and then I write best, my name. Best wishes is better than congratulations. And some people she of course put this on TikTok as, most influencers do nowadays. I suppose I gotta start doing that. I have 2 old videos on TikTok, which are horrifically awful. So if you do find my profile, they're from 5 years ago. They're the reason I'm on my health journey, by the way, because they're awful. Back to this woman. She suggests saying, I'm so happy for you both, or best wishes. Express excitement without the connotation of congratulations. And congratulations, again, should be reserved for accomplishments such as graduating, landing a new job, or reaching a personal milestone, moments that reflect the individual effort and growth, which will look different for different people. Okay. Whatever, lady. Someone I know gets engaged, I'm congratulating them because it is awesome and I am happy for them. And it is an accomplishment. And not congratulations, I can't believe you finally got engaged. It's congratulations, you have both found somebody to make you happy. That is an accomplishment. Have you met people lately? Do you know how hard it is to meet someone who's not nuts? And I'm talking just regular day-to-day people. I'm not talking relationships here. I'm talking just people that you want to be friendly with. And you have to kind of feel that out. And don't get too connected too quickly because you don't want to find out after you've got all your eggs in that basket that this friend is nuts. And you got to get the fuck out. So congratulations for getting through it. So, of course, once she put her TikTok up, people were like, what the fuck? One response is, hey, this is so crazy. Someone else wrote, I never in a million years would make the association that congratulations means I didn't think you'd do it, said someone else. And, of course, people were just goofing on her, like, it's not that deep. You're a blast. You're ridiculous. Like, everybody wants to shit on everybody. Everybody's a powerhouse on the internet, right? Everybody's a warrior, keyboard warrior. It is amazing the amount of people that have the balls to say shit that they would never in a million years say to someone's face. I see this on Facebook a lot. Actually, I'm going to drift away from this topic and go to Facebook because Facebook's always fun. It's always full of crazy people. If you're on Facebook and you live in a neighborhood, I'm sure you're in one of many neighborhood groups. Your town updates, your town's parents, your town's school info, the real news of this town, the unedited news, the uncensored news. So it's like there's one group and then they don't put everything up and then another bunch of people get pissed that the admin of that group doesn't allow things. So they create the real group. I had the parents of, it was my town's name and then parents. And then they were putting up like warm fuzzy stuff. Like they weren't doing political. They weren't keeping it political. They were keeping it very nice and school information and, fun events and that kind of shit. And then people were pissed they weren't like doing politics or putting up things or shutting comments down because people are shitbags. So somebody else started the real town name parents group. And then they didn't like that. And then someone else created the uncensored version of that group. And it's like, it just goes on and on and on. And I got to tell you, I love all of them. I will sit in these groups and read comments for the night. This is how you get addicted to social media, folks, is you read that bullshit. And I belong to quite a few, my town, of course, at least 4 or 5 of them. And they all shit talk each other. And everybody's in all the groups. Like, I'm in 5 of these groups. And I watch group A, B, C, and D talk about E, and they all talk about players and people and the superintendent and the mayor. And I don't like this council person. And when is my garbage getting picked up? And what's the best pizza? And like, it's just, I can read that shit all day because people are nuts. And once one person goes bonkers, then you get like 2 or 3 that jump on the bandwagon, and then the defenders start coming in. Well, that's not true. I don't know why you'd say that. That's bullshit. And then someone gets banned or someone gets edited or their comments don't get through. Then they start shit talking the admins. And oh, I love it. It is so fun. I know people who can't be dealing with it. I, on the other hand, love it. And I send screenshots of it to a friend of mine who's not in a lot of them. And we laugh all day over it. It's such soap opera drama. If you've ever seen the meme of Michael Jackson, like eating popcorn, like you're just so excited to see it, that's where I'm at. Because people are just fucking crazy. And I can't. I've seen one thing floating around. It was, of course, on Facebook, but it's everywhere now. And it's some sort of... It's completely AI. I thought it was legit for a moment because it's easy to get fooled now if you don't pay attention. So I Googled it and looked around, and it's AI, but it's just someone complaining about. I don't know if anybody in their towns have these, the little free public libraries where you get these little wooden boxes on the stand, and they have like a little glass door, and people put their books in it. They donate them. So if you have kids' books or adult books or whatever, and you don't want them anymore. You can donate them, put them right in there, and people will swap them out. I mean, don't put in shit books. Nobody wants your like 1982 like Encyclopedia Britannica book G. Like, don't be a dick, But if you're done with your kids' books and they're in nice shape, donate them. Why wouldn't you donate them? That would be awesome. Share. I'm all about sharing books. And this particular real TikTok, whatever was going on about a woman complaining about, we just have widespread literacy. Who advocated this to have people just come into our neighborhoods and go through go to houses and be able to look at them like a burglar? Now they're bringing their kids and all that. And I almost got rooked on that one. You know what? I've heard people complain about such crazy shit, and with HOAs doing ridiculous things, that I almost fell for it, because I wouldn't be surprised if somebody complained about a little free library. Because Karen, why would it bother you? Well, they're going to profile your house and they're going to stake out the neighborhood. Yeah, they're going to find out you're a fucking cunt, Karen. Just shut the hell up. Nobody cares. Stop. Behave yourself. Just stop it. I can't with people. Boy, I'm a real barrel of joy today. I'm not sure why. Well, I think I know why. Like I said, personal and some employment things going on. So I'm a little salty today, I think. So my apologies for being not cranky, but a little edgy. Because you know me, I'm so edgy. But I would love to follow you on TikTok. So follow me. Again, Duchess _ of. I can't remember what it is. Hang on, I gotta look. Duchess _ of _ NJ. Like I said, follow me. I'll follow you back. I may not put up content. I don't know. I mean, I don't know why not. I put up reels and selfies. Well, I put up a lot of selfies. So if I do TikTok as just a live selfie, right? Essentially. I don't think I have anything super fantastic to share. But I guess now I'll have to start clipping episodes, clipping up my episodes and share them on TikTok, I suppose. But I don't have any live video, so I'll have to figure out how to do that. Should be interesting. I don't know. Duh. Did I just say duh? I think I did. That's terrible. I think my brain just short-circuited a little bit. Please forgive me. Like I said, it's been a fucking week. I could use another glass of wine. I think I'm just still sore from the gym too, because I was in Michigan last week, or I guess I got back late last week. My schedule for the gym was just off. So it had been probably a good 8 days that I had not gone to the gym. And I'm still making up for that lost time. When I went back last week, Monday, I went so hard on Monday and Tuesday. I actually ruined myself for Wednesday. And then Thursday and Friday, I was still fucked up at the gym. I couldn't do half of what I wanted to do because I was like, oh, it's not a big deal. I missed, 7, 8 days. Yeah, folks, it is a big deal when you miss those many days. It sucks. So I was very sore. So I did leg day yesterday and I got through the day and I should have known. I'm like, I feel okay. I think I'll get away with it. And then I woke up this morning and I'm like, I want to die. My legs hurt so much. So it's all upper thighs. So fun, lots of fun. And I had an event today for work. So I was dressed up, heels, and I'm walking in my heels. And all I could think was like, I must be walking like Godzilla in these heels, just like clonking my way through. Because every step I was like, ow, ow, ow. It was just fucking awful. But thankfully made it through the day and here I am. So I survived and now it's just me getting through. And that's all I can do. Glass of wine, gonna settle in, and it's just gonna be what it is. So I think I'm gonna wrap it up. Not my best episode, I think, but I appreciate all who listen. Thank you so much. And I know it's a work in progress. I'm tinkering around with this. I'm having a good time. I appreciate everyone who really listens. And a lot of folks do shout it out. Thank you, by the way. In fact, I want to do a special thank you to Jason and Sam from the T&A podcast for really talking about me on their latest episode. So you should go follow those boys. If you like some adult fun, definitely follow those too. They're a bunch of troublemakers and I adore them. They're very sweet, filthy men. Thank you so much, Jason and Sam. Much, much appreciated. And again, please follow me on the socials. I'll have them linked. I do show notes now. I was pressured into doing them. So now I do them. So the show notes will appear in the podcast episodes. And I'm throwing these up on YouTube as well. So you can go back and listen there too. So again, you can find me on YouTube, Duchess NJ. And if you can't find me, you know I'm on X, Duchess NJ, and you could just message me there. If you work hard, you could find me. It's not that difficult. So I think I'm wrapping up for the day. And again, appreciate you all, and I'll catch you on the next one.